What's up, everybody? This is the video that I'm sure you've all been waiting for, the big update. um, yeah, so I finished up the road trip video. Hopefully you'll take a look at that if you haven't already. And then the hint I've been alluding to is a big update. Big update. So yeah, I'll jump right into it. This video, not much in terms of content to share, videos, things like that. It'll be more just me talking. So I'll try to keep it short and sweet for you guys. But yeah, so if you remember, I did the Uluru tour. That was the part of the part one video. And from that, maybe you guys didn't know this, but at this point, this was the tail end of kind of my planned travels in Australia. So after that, I was going to start looking for work. So I met some people from this tour company, got to chatting with them. They gave me some contact info for management at this tour company that does these Uluru tours. So I got in contact with these lovely folks and ended up getting a job with this tour company as a camp host, which means I would go out roughly 20 days at a time in the bush, do 10 days at a campsite near Uluru. And as a camp host, I would be cooking, cleaning, just kind of keeping the camp tidy, helping out the tour guides that are coming in with the guests. So yeah, it would be 10 days at Ulara, which is about 20 kilometers from Uluru. And then I would do 10 days at our Kings Canyon campsite. And then, the schedule would be 10, 10, and 10, do maybe 3 or 4 days back in Alice Springs, and then keep repeating that cycle. Yeah, it was a really cool job. Everyone there was super nice. Management, all the tour guides, the other hosts that I was working with were awesome. But I guess a piggyback update on this big update would be I lasted 3 weeks in that job. And then, unfortunately, they laid off all the camp hosts across the company. So that was a sad day. Yeah, I got the call when I was out at camp that, I was required to come back to Alice Springs. So at that point, I was like, okay, something's obviously going on. And my greatest fears were realized when I got back and spoke with management, where they basically told me, yeah, nothing that we were doing wrong as hosts. It was just a kind of a budgetary thing that the camp hosts were being laid off for the most part, at least for now. Yeah, so that was fun. I was 3 weeks into work and just settling in, and then boom, the rug was pulled out. No hard feelings. I'm still trying to help out that company where I can with work at the yard, doing, just like truck washing, laundry, packing kits that they take out on tour, things like that. So it wasn't like a vendetta against them or anything. I've been in corporate, so I understand how layoffs and cuts work. It's just kind of a way of doing business, and an unfortunate truth when you're working in big companies like that. So a third big update. I guess I'm doing this all in one video. I didn't really have this all planned out, but we're working through our updates here, guys. I know it's been a while, like I said. So the third update is I just got another new job. You are now looking at the newest mountain bike tour guide of Alice Springs. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so when I got back after getting laid off, I was going around town just looking at shops that I thought would be a good fit for me and something that I would enjoy doing. So I went to all the bike shops, went to this specific one, chatted with the lovely owners. They were super nice, and ultimately the woman that I was chatting with told me, there wasn't anything, or they weren't looking for anyone else to take on. They had their employees. It's a pretty small family-run business, it sounds like, so there just wasn't any work. But fast forward a week or two down the road, I called them back, got to chat with them again, and they did have some change of plans and change of staffing, and they now were looking for somebody specifically to do some guide work. So that's where I got the call back from them, and they said, yep, they wanted to get me on a sort of a trial run with their current guide. So I've done one already. I do another one tomorrow where I'll go out with one of the owners as well, that he'll be leading an e-bike tour in this specific example. So I'll kind of just sit in the back and watch him do his thing, and kind of learn how to do this e-bike tour. So the first one that I sat in on was more of the mountain bike tour. with a different tour guide. With that being said, I told them I'm like keen to learn about bike maintenance. You know, they have a coffee shop within the business as well. As an avid coffee drinker, I would be keen to take on learning how to run that fancy coffee machine. It's obviously not just a drip machine. It can make, you know, lattes, flat whites, cappuccinos, all that cool stuff. So they're all good with that. So it sounds like I'll be a bit of kind of a, I guess, an all-rounder within that company, and just kind of doing whatever work they have. They're also involved in a few other business ventures. So I was talking to one of the other co-owner, the husband in this case, and he has some construction work that'll be coming up likely in a few weeks. So I told them I'm their man if they need help with that as well, and I think it sounds like they're going to be pretty keen on that too. So yeah, that's kind of been the whirlwind. So that's kind of why I didn't get a chance to get that road trip part 2 video out, just because there was so much up in the air. I was out in the bush for a bit, doing some construction work and then camp hosting work as well. And then I just never really got a chance to settle in and do what I'm doing now, and sitting down with you guys and filling you in. So, but yeah, that's where we're at. So things are looking good now. I'm getting a new bike from this place as well. I have my Kmart bike that I've done some riding with, and it's just not going to cut it. So I went in today, ordered a new bike. Got a hardtail, so I'm going to be able to do some trail riding with it. I'll use that bike as I'm doing my guiding as well, and then I'll also use it just to get around town with. And I will thankfully get rid of my Kmart bike and have a nice upgrade to go to. So yeah, I think that's it for today. So yeah, I don't know what my next video will look like. Obviously things are slowing down a bit, not really doing the traveling thing so much right now, more so just kind of getting back into that working grind, I guess, and trying to get some money back from all the money I spent my first 3 months in Australia. As everyone says, it's not cheap here, which is true. But I don't regret it at all, right? I mean, my first 3 months was jam-packed, as you've seen in my videos of doing all the excursions, pretty much any of the tours that I could get my hands on. So no regrets, it was all good. Just got to take some months here and settle in a bit, save some money, make some ramen, all that fun stuff. So yeah, I think that's it for now. I'll leave you guys with that. That was my big update. I hope you guys didn't have your hopes too high. I was trying to leave you on a bit of a cliffhanger, but nonetheless, that's where we're at. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll think of something for my next coming videos as I've settled into work. But yeah, for now, signing off. See you guys.